over your feet. And the second thing is that your knees shouldn't come forward past your toes. Really, they shouldn't come past your laces when you're squatting. What happens is your hips come back. So even if you can only do a small bit back, that's fine, but not the knees forward, because what that does, it overloads your quads, and you want to get posterior strength from your squat. So if you're looking at somebody from the side, you want to make sure that their knees are not passing out their toes. It's how their hips are going back instead. Show it from this side. So if you're looking from the side, it's your hips go back, your knees don't come forward. So even if you want to go down a small bit, that's fine, but don't be getting this extra bit by bringing the knees forward. Bring your hips back. All right, so we'll try that. So feet in the correct position, and then knees are staying out, and it's your hips are going back. And that's why you bring your hands forward for balance. So hips go back, hands go forward. Good. And again, it's kind of slow on the way down, and then you come up quickly. Good. So slow on the way down, and up quickly. Good. So slow on the way down, and up quickly. Excellent. Slow on the way down. Very good. Excellent. Super. So then the next thing is our lunge, I think. Yeah, so your lunge. So your lunge is basically a single leg squat. It's the exact same principles for your lunge, right? So when you're doing your lunge, you take a big step forward. So this front knee, again, it doesn't pass out your toes and it doesn't fall in. You keep your knee over your foot. So it's down that you go. You don't go forward with a lunge. You go down with the back knee. So when you bring your back knee down, you should have your knee, your hip and your shoulder in a straight line. And then you come back up to standing. And like, to be honest, it's a little bit better to go forwards, but we're kind of cut for space here. We'll just go, what we'll do is just take your big step forward. So it needs to be a large step. If your step is too small, you'll end up being bent at the hip at the back. So it needs to be a relatively large step. You're dropping the back knee down, so this knee doesn't pass out your toes, and then you're coming back up to standing. All right, so we'll try that there. So it's a big step forward. Drop, it's the back knee is dropped down, so you're in a straight line at the back, and then you're coming back up to standing. Good, and try not to push up with your hands. So try not to be try and make this leg do the work to push you back up. Lovely, so big step forward, drop the back knee down, and then you come back up to standing. Lovely, so big step forward, drop the back knee down, you're going to come back up to standing. And what's important as well is that front leg, right? So the front leg, keep your whole foot on the ground. Try not to go up onto your toes. Try keep your whole foot on the ground, and you're pushing up through your whole foot. All right, off we go again. So swap legs as well if you haven't. Good. So you need to be a bit more upright. So big step forward, drop the back knee down. That's it. Lovely. That's excellent. So watch you're not bent at your hip as well. So you want to have that long straight line at the back. That's it. Good. Lovely. And just the last thing on that, it's being kind of technical. No, you shouldn't be totally upright. You're at a small, it's like you're going to sprint off, you know. It's kind of for power, like, you know. So you're not totally upright either. You're at a small angle forwards. So that's your lunge. Are we all happy with that? You're very good, actually. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. So big step forward, drop the back knee down, and then your big push up. So big step forward, drop the back knee down, and your big push up. So slow on the way down, and then quick on the way up. So control, 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 and then your big push up. So the control bit is as important as the power bit coming back up. So you want to have that control. All right? The biggest mistake people make with their squat is that they come forwards. I would prefer for people to feel nearly like they're going to fall back, because then you're definitely going back, and you definitely have to use your glutes to pull yourself up then if you're going back. As you get better, you won't get that falling or that heels as much, but definitely getting your hips going back, and that puts a bit of pressure on the heels then. Yeah. That's normal. That's probably good more than bad, to be honest. The third or the fourth one there is a heel raise. That's very simple, just up on your toes and back down. Again, you can have someone holding on to someone for balance. It is hard without somebody with you. The heel raise wouldn't be hugely key, to be honest. The first three would be kind of more important. I wouldn't be too hard on making people do a heel raise. So it's just up on your toes and nice and steady back down. That's your heel raise. Then the fifth one there, your skater jump, that one is fierce important, right? So that's fierce important for your knees and a little bit for your ankles as well. So this is for injury prevention more than anything. It's not to get them firing, it's for injury prevention, it's for the knees, right? So what a skater jump, it's a lateral jump. So you want to land and stick. Land and stick. Oh. Land and stick. So you want to hold for about 3 seconds when you land. That's the first thing. So you're not kind of going like this and keeping going. You're landing and sticking. That's the first thing. But the key thing is, right, that the knee that you land in is not falling in. You're keeping your knee over your foot. Try not to land with a straight leg. You're landing with a little bit of a bend, a small knee bend, and your knee over your foot, so it's not falling in. And you need to hold that. So that's basically your skater jump. And definitely it should be part of I would say nearly every warm-up for girls, like that land and stick. When you're learning it is a bit hard to land and stick, so everyone will be looking at their feet. As they get a bit better at it, try and get them to look off out to look somewhere else, not look at their feet, so that in a match that they're able to stabilize without looking, obviously. So it's just a lateral jump, jump. And people usually will be more dominant on one leg than the other, but definitely that's important for girls. All right, so we'll try that. So you're just going to land and stick and hold for about 3 seconds. Good. You don't have to really go forward, you can go side to side as well, whichever. And remember, as you get a bit better, try to look up so that you're not looking at, you won't be able to look at your knee in a match. So that's your skater jump. And again, like, you can Google it, like you can look at it on YouTube. So then the last column is your potentiate, right? So that's your high intensity kind of, so at this stage, basically everybody's warm at this stage, right? And then you're just going to get him basically ready to go so that they're lively for the game, right? So you wouldn't do as many, you'd be doing four to six, like 4 would be plenty. So one that I like to do for the hops, right? So let's say this would be just before it be like, I would have it in a little segment after little pucking, you're still pucking kind of, and then you stop for a second, then you get them to do their hops, right? So you get them to do basically 4 hops in a row, so they don't have to touch the sky with the hops or anything like that. It's that their legs are kind of stiff. So you're doing 4 hops, and then maybe take a few steps forward after that, okay? So what you'll be doing is, and you get them to run off. Okay, so you could do it to the side. Again, you'd be, and you go the other way. And you do your force, or you might do it backwards as well, so you're going. And that's basically it. You could do it in single leg as well. Yeah, like same thing. It's the exact same thing. So that's basically it. Remember, for this, I'll just show you once more, right? You're not doing this, right? It's, and then you're gone. Lovely. So we'll go. So off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and off we go. Lovely. Perfect. So you're going to do your 4 hops and then go backwards. All right. So off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. Lovely. Excellent. Okay, so we'll do your 4 hops, and then we go left. 1, 2, 4, and left. Lovely. And then the last one, 4 hops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and right. Lovely. So 2, 3, 4, and turn and run. So that's just to get them really lively. You can do it like, you see them all the time in Crow Park and stuff, the trainers in the middle, and they're all around, and they'll be doing like high knees or something, and they run and sprint for about 2 or 3 seconds. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get their nervous system firing. Like sprinters would do it all the time before big races. That's your hopping. I would say that would be totally adequate for underage players. You could do you could also just do a sprint, so line them up on the 20 and just stand 10 yards and just say go and get them to pass you, or drop your hand and get them to go. That would be the same thing. You're not going to make them tired before the game. You're going to get their nervous system firing correctly, or firing as well as it can. So a bound going forward, this would be, I suppose, higher again, but just so if you see it, you'll know what they're at. So sprinters will do this all the time. So it'll be a bound forward, so you'll be going and you kind of finish off in a run. So it'd be like you're trying to just get one leg kind of each, make sure both legs are going. So you'll be doing, where you're going, and then you finish off in a run. Okay, so that's kind of your single leg bound. But for your hip flexors, like basically down on one knee, like you can have your hands up and just going forward, stretch out the front of their hips. That's more for people, lads, who are driving offices that are sitting all day. And then the other one, again, driving offices, like a rotation would definitely be good to do as well. Any sort of rotation, doesn't really matter. But moving their backs and moving their hips. People who are sitting all, maybe the trainers or offices, they'd be your key things. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned from it. So thanks very much, you're very good.
Now you need to see this because you're going coaching this in a moment. Okay? So you'll be in pairs. One is a 14-year-old girl and the other is the coach. Is that okay? So I'll give you enough information. Don't go outside of that. So the girl presents the ball to herself nice and gently. She doesn't terrify herself. Okay? So watch the body structure. Now you're watching the ball. You never saw the girl. Yeah? So watch the girl. I'll have to go away from that net. Watch the girl body structure. Does she know her lead foot? Does she know her knees, her hinges are down, her hips are down, her back is straight, her eyes are up. She throws the ball in head high. That gives her body structure. See that position there? That's crucial. You see the little girl is coming into the... That girl needs the coach badly, doesn't she? Because she could play for Cork. We don't know, but she just has no information. So down low, ball presented the ball to your eye. Okay, watch me. Watch the body structure. Now focus on my left hand for catching. Open, big open fingers. Big open fingers, really soft. No nervousness. Eyes stuck to the ball. Feet are moving. The knees are bent. The hips are bent. The back is straight. And the hurley is at right angles to my forearm at all times. Enough information. Go in pairs. Coach that to another person for 30 seconds and then reverse. Ready to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Talk away. Talk away.
Have your leading
talk away. Talk away.
Make sure that you have your fingers open as you catch it. Or are you still always being held?
That's a really good demo now. That's a really good demo. She would learn more from the demo than she would from the language.
Okay.
Observe her.
Okay.
Observe her. A little bit nervous, so that's your target there. So straight throw, straight arm. Straight arm. Yeah, good girl. Straight arm. Now straight arm. Throw it firm. Good girl. Now move your feet. Good girl. Eye high. Eye high. Hands up. Eye high. Now do you see the big development already on the facial muscles? They tell everything in the girl. They tell everything, how she is with herself.
Yeah.
This is brilliant now. What's going on here now is brilliant. Okay? You'll be the best coach in the world, right? You'll be the best coach in the world, right? So now, observe her face now. Observe her face. The face is going to tell you everything. You see what the face is telling you? I'm relaxed, I'm happy. See, when you see all these, then you see worry. Now our job is to take away worry. How do you take away worry? By making her more efficient. You get it? Yeah. Come at it straight, you're coming offline. So come at it straight. See, hold it now. Come at it straight. No, don't throw the ball. Get your movement straight. See your movement pattern? Not from the side. You get it now? That's the first thing in confidence. If I have a nervousness, I come at it at an angle and a gimp. When I'm relaxed, I come straight. So everything relaxed now, legs and arms, everything relaxed. Now most coaches are stuck on the what, but they will not go into the how. So this girl wants to be more efficient and I'm telling her, go faster, go faster, go faster, but that doesn't do much. I have to tell you how to go faster. How will she go faster? By relaxing her body. Well, the first thing the girl, come on over. The first thing is the girl gives her hand. See that swing there? That swing has to be really straight and soft. No resistance, no gimps. You'll read it all in the body language when you get good at it. Okay? Anything from the side or anything of that, the girl needs you. So Lovely soft arm, really straight. See the relax of that? The ball cannot go crooked to me. The ball will come back straight. Now soft arm. And move towards it. Good. You see a little sidewinder coming there because a little nervousness coming, a little sidewinder coming, and the girl who's nervous will defeat herself. And the girl that's relaxed will become better quickly. So again, you see the gimp in the little release. Watch the little, see the little panic there from childhood? It comes through every girl. So soft arm and just good girl. Softer arm, softer. Become aware of that arm. Good girl. Do you feel the difference? Yeah. Once you start feeling it, you can coach anybody in the world. Because with the girl, if we don't watch the girl's face, we don't know how it is for her. All information is on the girl's face. How is this for her? And if I know how it is for her, I can help her. So if she's nervous and I shout at her, she's 10 times more nervous. Did you ever experience that in your lives? Yeah? The very opposite of what she needed at the time. So coach, you're coaching efficiency now, good body movement, good fluid movement in the hips and the knees, moving towards, getting back to your position, moving towards, moving the ball up the field, back to your mark your girl, move the ball away. He'll count him at your set standard. Okay. You're the clinical machine. You don't see him at all. You're counting your own score. And if he comes in at a 6, he knows where he stands. If he comes in at a 3, he knows where he stands. But if you count him, he's always getting 10. If it took 30 minutes, he still got 10.
You count my irrespective of what I'm doing.
He's counting real time. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2. 15 seconds gone. Back a little bit now, Pet. Go on, back a little bit. Go on, throw it. Throw it more. Throw it more. Increase the strength of the stroke. Increase the strength. That's it. Go on. Get your feet organised now. Feet moving. See the pressure I'm putting on you? Yeah. And you're responding to the pressure. You get it?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. So now I want to force the girl to move her feet. So when I get the ball in the camogie match, I need to go forward, deliver the ball. Lateral right, into reverse, lateral left. You've caught the ball and you deliver for me. Throw the ball at the wall. Throw the ball at the wall and you're going forward. When you're going forward. Throw it when you're going forward. That's the key here. Are we ready? Your name?
Emer.
Emer. So Emer now is reading the play. I deliver the ball that should be about there for Emer. Should be no difficulty. Okay, here we go. Come forward, lateral right, reverse, lateral left, forward. Wait, say those words to the girls. They're intelligent people. So you're in front. Okay, so your pattern is a rectangle. Forward, deliver the ball. Lateral right, full reverse back to the white line. Lateral left, and you're in position. So you deliver the ball going forward. You deliver the ball. Now you're looking to see, is she able to go forward? What's the pattern in my club? Do all the girls get the ball and go backwards? Do all the girls get the ball and go sideways? Every club has a pattern. Your job is to get the good pattern in. So I get the ball in a match and I go forward. That's good play. You get it? So now I'm trying to get these automated, that when you have the ball, you go forward. But once you've done your job, you're back to mark your girl. See her old habit? Hold it now. See her old habit came in the top of her? And instead of delivering the ball going forward, she was already. The pattern is there in her head. She has to overcome it today. So you can't get rid of the ball now until you're there, until your toe is there. So that's a cone or something that the girl has. So if she's receiving the ball here, she has now to go forward. I'm forcing a new pattern. Then she breaks right, skip right. Then she has to trust herself reversing back under the high ball. She has to trust herself because a lot of girls, they'll go forward, but they're doing only one motion. And they turn their back on the ball because it's easy. This is difficult. Come forward to that and deliver. Okay, that'll happen once in a while. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Coming forward now. Don't panic on the ball. That's good. Come forward and deliver. Come forward and deliver. Come forward and deliver. Emer trying to make it 3. Throw me the ball, Emer. Emer is in now to make it 3. Back, way back. Go way back. Go way back. Go way back. The last girl, go way back. Now present the ball up. That's it. Present the ball to the other girl. Up to her face. Up to her face. Coming through the ball. Up to her face, Pet. That's it. Present the ball up to her face. Up to her face. Come on. See again, you're gone before you have the ball delivered. So come forward. See again. See, 2 girls now are in such a panic to get back, they won't do their job. What's their job? Deliver the ball to the forwards up the field. So I'm playing right half back. What's my job? Put the ball up to the forwards. What am I doing? I'm inviting hooks and blocks. I'm inviting problems. So now we're ready. So you have to relax completely, come forward, a good strong ball in that area, and the other girl has so much momentum she'll be coming through, no bother. How many things can we see going on? Now if you watch the ball, you get addicted to watching the ball and you cannot see patterns or structures or facial expression. In 4s, go. Yeah. You're watching feet now, you're not. See, the hardest is train yourself, isn't it? Yeah. Train yourself down to feet. Yeah. They'll watch the ball for you. And they'll have fun. Yeah. See, you can see how the pattern's working.
Guys, well
are they able, are they any good on the lateral right? Watch the lateral right, yeah.
Yeah, and
lateral right, see, she's not able to do lateral right, see it? She's not able to do lateral right, yes. Okay. So watch her now again. So you're logging information into yourself, watch her. See? Oh yeah, okay. See? Yeah. So you're logging information in rather than saying you're good or you're bad. Yeah. That's it, a bit higher now, a bit higher, girls. That's the ball she's looking for, a bit higher now. That's the ball she wants. That's the ball she wants. Lovely. One of the biggest problems in the demonstration is that a coach might do the demonstration, but less than 50% of the girls saw it. Therefore, it is invalid. Are you with me? So make sure you move if you're not able to see. You're an adult. I want you to move if you haven't got a good view. Is that it? The camera has to be there. So if you can't see, you've got to move because you're an adult. I can't go over and catch you by the shoulders. So now we'll talk about what you're going to coach. Ready position. Everybody knows that? The last group, every single player caught the hurley there, which is a scandal for every girl in Ireland. The hurley is never, ever caught there.